Hello, Awakening Wonders. I am here today to show you how to rebuild the arch of one or both of your feet, depending on if you have one collapsed arch or two flat feet. Having flat feet makes a really big difference structurally to how your body takes care of distributing weight and forces. Many times when the arch is fallen, the knee is then also dropping in and down, which is then tightening and closing the hip in and down as well, which then creates more dynamic tension and stress through the lower back. So, if you have a lot of hip, lower back, or knee pain, it's very possible that you have a collapsed arch. It's also possible you have an exaggerated arch. You know your feet best. Today I'm going to show you how to rebuild the arch on either foot with one simple exercise. The key is lining up the exercise correctly, and I will talk you through that step by step. We're going to start by putting whichever arch is more fallen. If you don't have two flat feet, for me it's the left foot. The left foot is very flat-footed in comparison and causes my knee to drop in, my hip to twist in, and often tweaks my lower back and glute. So that's the foot I'm going to be stepping back. And then the other foot, staying in line with the hips, I'm going to be taking forward so that the heel of this front foot is starting maybe an inch or two beyond where the toes end on this foot. Now I'm lining up the outside edges of my feet from here to match the mat. So looking at the inside edge of the feet, you're going to be slightly pigeon-toed. The weight is going to be primarily in the back foot, and you're going to gently grip through the toes, especially the big toe, as you exhale and draw up through the pelvic floor. So in this position, you should feel very rooted through the back foot, being just gently stabilized with the front foot. And from here, maintaining that active gripping position with the toes and then draw up through the pelvic floor. We're gonna send the same side arm out from the shoulder. Take a few breaths here, feeling rooted and strong through this activated foot. On the exhale, really focus on drawing up through the pelvic floor. And from here, we're going to now change our rhythm a little bit, and we're going to inhale as we open through the upper body, the hip and the knee, but keep gripping with the toes and gently drawing up through the pelvic floor. Exhale as you unwind forward. Inhale as you activate and maintain that grip through the toes, allowing the hip and the knee to gently rotate out. Exhale as you come forward. We're going to do this 3 more times. Really find that activation. And soften into that front knee and gently shake that foot and leg out a little bit. Take your time to lift, flex, and roll through each foot a little bit. Reset and roll through the ankles. And if both your feet are flat, you would then set up to do the other side. For me, it's really just my left side that bothers me, but I'm going to talk you through the proper alignment one more time. Match the outside lines of the feet to the straight lines of the mat. So you're going to be slightly pigeon-toed. And the front foot starts just a few inches above where your toes end on this side, but the feet are in line with the hips like they're on railroad tracks. You're going to keep the weight in the back leg, grip with the toes, exhale and activate through the pelvic floor to begin that zipping up of the connective tissue from the arch all the way to the diaphragm. Whew. Take a few breaths here to really root down that leg, and then bring the same side arm up, keeping the shoulder back and down. You're going to change your breath rhythm and start to inhale as you open, staying gripped through the toes, drawing up through the pelvic floor, allowing the hip and the knee to rotate out, and you're going to exhale as you close. soften into the front knee. And step forward, shake that foot out, and roll and loosen through both feet and ankles. You'll really feel the difference side to side. Whichever arch is more fallen, you're gonna feel way more of like a pulling correction happening through the outside of the leg on whichever arch is more fallen. I recommend this exercise at least twice a day if you're trying to actively rebuild and prevent some of the hip and knee pain you've been dealing with. This is really the only one I know of that helps to lift the arches and reconnect that connective tissue at the diaphragm point so that it's drawing up through the inner legs the way it's supposed to support the body. Thank you for listening to my video today. I really just want to try to help anyone dealing with chronic pain, especially if it's starting at their feet. So I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Bye for now.